Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to be playing some Unturned. Unfortunately, all of the people that I play with, that I record with, won't name any names of the people that I play with, Blake and Cookie, won't be on until the weekend, which is, well, Cookie can get on Thursday, Blake can get on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but of course I can't get on Sunday, so that leaves 2 days to record with Blake and Cookie, and I have 1 day specifically for recording with Cookie, but a lot of the times the recording doesn't end up working out. We get like ready and stuff like that, and we end up not being able to really do anything, but I'm going to play some single player here on Canada, because that's the only thing that's available. Yeah. This is my really badass dude. This is the guy that I was playing with, when I was playing with Dalton and Blake. Dalton's not on right now either. He's not on too often. Okay, the loading bar is glitched out really bad. Okay, and apparently I'm in the experimental test lab. Oh! Sweet. I totally forgot that in my single player I came and got the railgun. So, whereas I was expecting this to be a fresh start, I am totally decked out and ready to annihilate everything. And I don't have any ammo for that, so I'll just swap back to my pistol. Yeah, got like all this cool stuff that I already have, which is actually quite disappointing. I was hoping to start fresh, start a new life, new lifestyle. I'm not about that being decked out and annihilating everything. It's not my style. It's not the way I live my life. Yeah. Got my skills here that aren't actually built up because I got to this point while there still was no skills. So, yep. No, I don't want splatter-ific. No, I don't want that. I want the one where they fly back farther, because then I can shoot them with this thing. Alright. Okay, I think that zombie just disappeared. That's right, you gotta reload each time. Okay, that zombie didn't disappear. Okay, there we go. Those guys are down. I don't want splatter-ific, I don't want Olympic, I don't want hardened, I don't want Olympic, I don't want hardened, I don't want splatter-ific, I don't want hardened. Flight! Ah, damn it! Missed it. Flight. There we go. Okay, so this vehicle has no fuel. How about this one right here? Got 10% fuel. That's not going to do me much. Anyway, I used up all my railguns, so I can't send one of these guys ridiculously high. Let's go ahead and suicide, and we'll start over again. Start fresh. Respawn. Alright, then we will go ahead and exit just real quick to ensure that that stuff is not there when I play. I don't want to go pick that stuff back up after I'm done recording and all that stuff, so. Starting new. There are a lot of games that I like to start new every time I play them. One of them being a lot of the Elder Scrolls games. Okay, I'm on this side. The Elder Scrolls games, I like to just start them fresh each time, and I get so into them. I'm like, I'm gonna be this character, and they're gonna be so amazing. I'm gonna help all these people. I'm gonna do these quest lines and stuff, and I play it for like 2 hours and then get bored. That's the way that I played Minecraft too. I would just start a fresh game each time, go until I die, and then delete the world. I actually had one time I played, I got a diamond chest plate, and then I fell into lava, and I went, you know what, screw this, I'm not playing anymore. So, yep, surviving. Okay, so we got 2 things of food. Was that a bottled coconut? I think it was. Yeah, bottled coconut. And we will get to work. The one thing I don't understand about zombie apocalypses and like the movies based around them and stuff is that the zombies don't starve. Like 3 months later, they still got like zombies going around when realistically they'd die off after just a couple weeks and you would no longer have to deal with any zombies whatsoever. Another thing is though is that with the way we are right now, I mean, we're like everybody knows what a zombie apocalypse is, how it happens, how to avoid being killed during it and stuff like that. There really wouldn't be a zombie apocalypse. Even if there were zombies, we would not have to worry about the... Damn it. Of course, the one that I had was the one that was in my secondary. I don't know why it puts it in your secondary. I always end up using it at prime. Damn, I dropped it too. Is this a... Drop it. Pick that one up. Good. We are off to a good start. Not really. I could use some clothing. If this place has a shirt... Ooh, if this place has a backpack. Yes! Travel pack. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I found out that the day packs are not as big as the travel packs. They're actually quite a bit smaller. And not really worth picking up. I mean, obviously, if you don't have a backpack, it would be better to do that, but that is not worth me picking up right now. And I'd like to see it if you could rip a backpack into bandages. I know a lot of them are made out of slightly different material, but I think it would be, wait, what the heck? Oh, the other one's empty. Oh, I thought I still had a bullet left in it. Shoot. Okay. Got my skills, overkill. Put a bunch in there. Put some cardio, exercise, parkour, and get a random boost. And splatterific will do. Alright, so we can punch this guy and we'll get tons of blood out of it. I don't know how I didn't take damage, and I don't know why that was so delayed when I'm actually just playing single player. But thank you for not actually killing me, zombie, because you're stupid. Can I have this in my first slot, please? Thank you. Right, and, oh, that. Reload. And craft that. Good. I like playing survival games, especially zombie survival games. I played Mindsy for quite a long time. I actually played it with Blake. And whenever we played, we could never meet up because I would join and I would be smart. Like, I would think about things the way that I would in real life, and I would take it so seriously. Not because I got, like, obsessed with it or anything like that, but because I wanted to do the best that I could. I don't want to be some idiot just joining in and getting slaughtered by zombies or getting killed by bandits or anything like that. And actually, when I play games like this and like other things, of course the server that we were playing on, there was a rule about killing on sight and stuff like that, but a lot of the times people don't kill me. Sean, of course, he killed Blake. I don't think I was recording it, but he killed Blake, and then he tried to kill me, and I was just hiding from him. He had the orange sports car that I heard about, and he wanted to kill me. He was like, "Oh, come out, and we'll make it fast. We'll kill you easy." And I was like, "Okay, not going to do that." And he's like, "All right, just come out, and you can be our resource gatherer." And I'm like, "No, not really interested in doing that either. I have no interest in being somebody's pet, especially somebody who's lesser than me. I mean, I could understand if, like, aliens existed, if they were to come down and be like, alright, those of you that don't serve us are gonna die. I'd be like, ah, sure, I can wash backs for aliens for a living. That would actually be kind of cool. Get to learn about, like, their anatomy and stuff. I quite like anatomy. I mean, I'm not going to end up being a doctor or anything like that simply because I'm not really interested in being somebody who does surgery on people. I don't trust myself to accomplish stuff like that on other people. Probably could have taken that car, but I try to use cars as little as possible in this simply because the cars don't respawn each time. I'd like it if there was a way that you could make it respawn, because eventually all your cars end up north with no gas in them whatsoever, and the only way to get them back down would be to get a gas can, fuel them up, drive them down here, go back up and get them on foot, and then bring them back down again. So this isn't too much in that way good. I would like it if you could reset the world completely. Actually, now that I think about it, that might not be the greatest thing depending on how it's implemented, because straight up resetting the world, like putting all the cars back and stuff, that sounds like it would be something that would also delete your structures and like all of your items and stuff. There should be an area that you can have where you mark it out and that area doesn't respawn like items inside of it. Like if you were to mark out an entire town, no loot would be respawned there ever. And so even when you reset the world, nothing would be there. So if you had like a specific house that you liked and you had it like all boarded up and you had a door on it and a locker and stuff like that, you could have it so that that won't disappear, but nothing spawns in there. So you can't just, well, I mean, you can right now. You can just leave the game, come back, loot stuff, leave the game, come back, loot stuff, leave the game, come back, loot stuff. But what I'm talking about is stuff would not spawn there, because that is like a sovereign area. World restarting and stuff like that has absolutely nothing to do with it. I think it'd be kind of cool if you could put something like that in this. That way you would be able to send cars back to where they belong and stuff like that. And actually you could probably end up just collecting cars. You could be like, I'm going to collect a red sports car, a green sports car, a purple sports car. You could just have all of the vehicles in an area, and they would never reset. You could store them in a giant garage or something like that. Right, now that I have an axe, I don't have to worry about what's going into this stupid thing. Okay. Is there anything on here? Yep. Good. And it's full. Either that or I used up all of my ammo, which I don't believe I did. I like this town quite a bit. In one of my earlier videos on this, I was actually building a fort around it on Bill Nye. Problem though is that Bill Nye reset and all my stuff was gone. The buildings for some of them seemed to stay during some updates, but mine did not. So, back on the topic of zombie apocalypse and not actually in-game features and stuff like that. If I were to be in the zombie apocalypse, I would not be somebody who goes out and kills zombies and tries to get like a really high body count or anything like that. Like I said, I play things really smart. I like to not take chances in anything. I get yelled at in Town of Salem, like if I'm the Godfather, and the mafioso's like, I want to kill this person, and I say, no, don't kill them, we'll hang them tomorrow because it's safer, they could be a veteran or something like that, and they'd be like, they're probably not a killing role, because I've had it before where the last person alive ends up being a veteran or a vigilante or something. That's a lot of blood. and they kill people still. Actually, one of my most recent games, one that I played a couple days ago, I did that. So I like to play things smart, not take chances or anything like that, which probably a lot of people would agree with, but other people would be like, nah, I'd like trick out a truck and just run through like hordes and hordes of zombies and stuff like that. And like I said before, realistically, zombies would not live forever. I mean, Resident Evil, sure, it's awesome, and I love to watch it and play the games and stuff like that because they're really suspenseful and they piss me off, which I actually kind of like. And this water bottle is upside down, the bottle of energy. Turn your world upside down. That should be its slogan. But the fact that they say specifically that they don't have to eat to survive makes no sense whatsoever. With learning about anatomy and biology, all of the sciences and how cells work and stuff like that, you need to have some form of energy put into your body no matter what you're doing. And actually with learning about nerves and stuff right now, how they work, how the neuron fires with the axon and the soma and the dendrites, the terminal buttons and stuff like that, you are constantly using energy just to fire neurons looking at a screen playing video games or something like that. And when I'm doing something like this where I'm actually thinking about what I'm talking about, I'm actually expending more energy than if I were to just sit here slack-jawed drooling onto my legs, or onto my keyboard for that matter, because it's on my legs. I'm actually burning more calories sitting here trying to be smart about what I'm saying. So the fact that they can go without eating makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. The way that people get infected makes no sense whatsoever, because, I mean, if one person were to get infected, they're not going to get anywhere. They're going to go up, maybe bite somebody, they would instantly quarantine both of them, probably kill them, or experiment on them because they would no longer be living, therefore they have no human rights or anything like that. All of the politics involved with that. So, first of all, zombie apocalypse, not very realistic unless it were to be caused by something other than bites, because, I mean, letting somebody bite you is kind of a dumb thing to do, whether you're expecting them to or not. The other thing that I have a problem with Resident Evil is the way that they mutate, because, I mean, to go from me being somebody who's just sitting here doing nothing, if I were to get infected, it doesn't make much sense for that thing to be able to take the energy that's already inside my body, make something so much larger and more muscular with, say just the muscles. The proteins are not in my body to build that much muscle. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I mean, to go from somebody that weighs like 131 pounds, like I do now, because I'm a skinny piece of shit, and other things that I'm not going to get into, that would not be possible. Because, I mean, if you were to go from somebody like the weight that I just said, and suddenly sprout like stuff out of your back and everything like that, or like, I think it was Resident Evil 5, where that one guy becomes like a giant kraken. Yeah, people that have played the game know what I'm talking about. If you don't, he basically goes from being a guy to being like a giant kraken, and I'm assuming he didn't ingest like 5 billion pounds of protein from stuff. Is that a, no, that's the hardware. That's right. The mutation in Resident Evil just doesn't make any sense. It's not physically possible for the mutations that you see in that to happen. And I mean, Wesker, yeah, he's awesome. Love him. Hate him at the same time. Completely unrealistic. I don't even know why they bother to do stuff like that. Because, I mean, you shoot him and then he dodges out of the way afterwards, after the bullets already hit and stuff like that. That was kind of bull when I was playing with Alex. The video for that is no longer up, actually, because that was before I had the ability to record. That was before I got this computer, so I was recording on XP and I could upload, or I could render in 720, but it was really just upscale 480, so I just got rid of all the videos. I can play the game some other time with somebody else. A lot of people I grow out of contact with. But back onto the subject of the zombie apocalypse, which we are talking about what I would do in it. So the things that you see about the zombie apocalypse, that's not the situation that it would be in. It's not going to be like if I'm sitting around inside my house, Umbrella's going to come, send like a Houston axe after me or something like that. I didn't know what that was at first because I hadn't played that game. It's basically like one of those giant Gigantadors or something like that, or whatever they called it in Resident Evil 4. Gigantes, I think. Yeah, those would not be realistic. Those would have to be something else entirely, and I am actually full. I need a shirt. I have a ton of food and water, and I have a bunch of magazines, some clips. I've got some cloth. I can make another bandage. There we go. That's 2 spaces now that I have free. Got a lot of ammo as well. Okay, so the last time I played, these cars were not on here. I can't. 24. I checked it twice, and I didn't actually get a chance to lock onto it with my eyes and see how much there was. 21. 23. So what I would do is I would simply get a vehicle capable of carrying a lot. I would go to the stores that we have here. I would get as much perishable food as possible first. You know, hamburger, stuff like that. I would keep that safe because that's going to run out the fastest. And then I would go after the non-perishable stuff after, because, I mean, after a month, I'm going to be out of things like oranges and bananas and stuff. Actually, you can freeze bananas, so I would not be out of bananas, but you kind of catch my drift. After a while, I would be out of essential things that I would need, and I wouldn't have the nutrients from said things. Of course, there are pharmacies. If I didn't have like enough B vitamins, I could always just go and take some, and I would be good. But I mean, the better you can to save the resources, the better you will be in the long run. So what I would do, I would gather supplies, stockpile them like you would not believe. I would just get as much as possible. That way I could stay where I... Is that a tank? I don't remember there being a tank here before. Can I drive that? I would sorry. I would stockpile as much as absolutely possible. I need to get a drink of water. I'm sorry. Let's get a shirt then. I'm sorry. My throat is too dry. Oh, I have something else that I need to talk about later. I'm going to state it right now. My beta blocker that I have, I have to say it because I know I'll remember it later if I already say what it is. I'll talk about that later. But I would basically just stockpile everything, and of course I'm a gamer, so I need to have my games. Worst case scenario, what I would end up going down to would be a Game Boy Advance with the batteries, and I would just keep like tons and tons of batteries. But my first and foremost thing that I would have to do is get the supplies to be able to just stay where I am. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a chef bottom, so these are better. Pick up the... I can't pick up the pants. So I would need to get my supplies first, my food, my drinks, and actually bottled water is not very good because it does expire simply because of the plastic. So that went from... Yeah, okay, these are better. Good. That was 4 extra versus the 2. It's really hard to talk about something like this while actually playing a video game about it because I'm concentrating on exactly what I would be doing. So I would get my stuff that I would need to survive, first of all. And trouser pants, but they're black, so I like them better. I would get all of my supplies. This is like the 4th time I've said it because I keep getting off track, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to say it again. I would do that, and then after, I would go and get solar panels. I would get the safety measures required, the gauges and such. I would get tons and tons of solar panels, and I would store the energy from that during the day to use at night. And I mean, it sounds like it would be an absolute waste, but honestly, at this point, it's the apocalypse. All you bastards are dead, so you guys can't judge me. I would just stay in one area as much as possible. Try to save my resources as much as possible. I mean, here right now, got loads of stores I could go to. I could go to nearby areas. I mean, if you were to go to a large... Actually, yeah, that would probably be what I'd do. I would stay here, let all the zombies starve out, because like I said, they actually would end up starving. And then after they're all starved out of, like, major areas where there's a lot more supplies, I would then move to a larger area and get the supplies that are there. And I would just hold down. A lot of people actually like to talk about the zombie apocalypse. Like, some people are even looking forward to it. And the apocalypse is not going to be zombies. I'm sorry to say, for those of you that are holding your breath for that. It is, it's not going to be zombies. So, really, this is all just hypothetical, what I'm talking about. None of this would actually ever be used in any situation whatsoever. But I would just... There's no police vest in here. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. I mean, you could make, like, this place your home, so then you have, like, all the other stuff. But it would be smarter to make it, like, over in that house, because then you could get the police vest. Because if you're in the station, I'm just gonna stop talking. I hope you guys get my drift. I've actually had a couple of people tell me that when I'm talking about something, I'll cut off thinking that I've stated all that I was thinking. But that's one of the problems with my dysgraphia, is the fact that what I'm thinking and what I'm trying to say isn't necessarily always what ends up being said. So I think that I'm saying it, but in reality I actually haven't said it yet. So I need to actually listen to myself, which is why I like this this headset, because it actually plays my voice back at the level that you guys are going to be hearing it. Good night. So back to the topic that I was on. Some people are planning for this, looking forward to it, and I really just don't understand why. I mean, I like to be by myself, and I like to be secluded sometimes and be left alone. But, I mean, imagining a world where I'm by myself with my own thoughts, it's kind of sad to say this, but the smarter somebody is, the faster they go crazy. I would not be able to stand living with myself, only myself, for the rest of my life. Which brings me to the major problem with it, is the fact that you would be by yourself. And I mean, of course, I would have every video game I could possibly want. I could go raid like 20 GameStops and get every game ever, every console. I could play through every game to 100% completion. But really, that doesn't appeal to me at all. I mean, some people, they go like, oh yeah, you could do everything forever. And I can't be by myself anymore. I mean, I used to be able to just be like, yeah, I'm going upstairs, I am going to hibernate, or I am going to my room, because it wasn't necessarily always upstairs. I'm going to my room, I'm going to stay there, and you guys are going to leave me alone, and I'm going to enjoy this time by myself. I can't stand being by myself anymore. I mean, it seems weird. I mean, getting older, you're supposed to be able to, like, be on your own and stuff like that, but I mean, being without human contact is not something that I would be looking forward to. At all. It does not appeal to me because I know that I would not be able to stand it whatsoever because, I mean, being without playing video games is nowhere near as bad as not being able to converse with somebody. Like I said, I don't really like to take the cars because I take this to that town, I take a different car to another town. Eventually, all the cars that are still here run out of gas and all that stuff. Anyway, I think it's been like 2 days now, so I'm gonna go ahead and organize my inventory just because I would always be organized with what I'm doing. I love UIs in video games for their inventories. So there we go, that's water. Wait, is it grape juice? Oh, there's grape juice. I don't care for grape juice IRL, but I mean, grape juice in this, pretty cool. Okay, so we'll have all our drinks up at the top so we can take inventory of them. It's hard to just look at them and go, okay, so this is what I have here, this is what I have here, this is what I have here. No, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to stop collecting ammo clips now. I have plenty. Alright, so we get my food up here. Oh, that's a drink. I didn't even notice my energy drink. Okay, so I don't have space for that. I'll make space for that. Actually, this will give me space for that. And bandages. Okay. So then I get the rest of my food up here. Oh, no. What's that there? Dang it. Down here. Alright, then bandages next. Alright, then I got my candy bars. Which actually in a zombie apocalypse, candy bars would be like the last thing that I would try to eat. Because it would be very important to stay healthy because proper medical care would be non-existent. Okay. So I have a full 3x5 of liquid. So I have 15 and I have the 4 here, so that's 19, but I'm going to go ahead and drink this one here. So I have 18 places for liquid, and then I have 2x5, 10, plus the 2 here, and the 2 here, so I have 14 food. I'm going to go ahead and eat an energy bar. And then I can actually just shove all my clips underneath my ammo, so I can keep that stuff together. It seems like a smart thing to do. I'm not always like super anal about my inventory, but I like to have it somewhat organized. So we had an energy bar, so we have 13 food and 18 liquid, so that would be more than enough to survive for quite a long time. In real life, would probably be a bottle of water a day. Maybe a couple juice boxes. Maybe like a bottle of water in a juice box each day or something like that. Oh, I just realized I had an energy drink and an energy bar. So the goal right now of what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys now. So I'm going to get out of PEI, go to New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. I'm going to head up to Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. If I don't find a gas can at either of these three, I'm going to walk up here, get clothing, walk up here, here, and then back down. I have no interest in getting the railgun, really. It's not very helpful. The bullets are not reusable. They take up 1 space each, whereas I did not even notice a military knife here before. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and move this stuff. No. Move it here. There we go. And there is 2 space. There is plenty of space right there. There we go. So I got a military knife now. That is really good, and we can go ahead and level up my skills. And we'll go with cardio. Okay, back on subject. That's what I would do in the zombie apocalypse. I would try to hunker down, make myself as comfortable as possible for me to live out the rest of my days in solitude, which probably would not be very long before I went crazy, but I'm not the type to commit suicide just because I'm going crazy. What would be a better one, and one for a slightly less lazy person, would be to search for more survivors. And I mean like actively search. I don't mean like put out like a radio signal or anything like that. I mean like drive from town to town and try to find them. And I've thought about this slightly. They update it so you have to be closer? Maybe. Let me try this. Okay, so before, I'd be able to hit him from like here. Okay, I can't hit him from there. Alright, let's get slightly farther away this time. Yeah, see, you can't hit him from there. Okay, so, that is good. Okay, I don't understand the downward stab too much. Now, I am going to go ahead and take this car, simply for time's sake. Go ahead and get to Manitoba. I'll leave it there. I can always drive it back later. And plus, driving back the cars, and then... Actually, no, that's not... That wouldn't be too helpful because you'd still be down here. Alright, so, having this car here is not too bad. I do actually like the lumber mill, specifically because you have a chance of getting a saw there, and saws are very, very helpful. Wait, why the heck did I pick that up? Toss that down. Don't need that yet. We'll make a base later. I might as well have a single player portion of this game, since I don't know if I have a single player series going on right now, actually. Well, I mean, I've got the 2 Borderlands series, I've got the Minecraft, I've got the Sniper Elite, I've got the Fire Emblem with Blake. I don't think I have a single player series right now. Might as well make this it. I mean, I play this quite a bit simply because I'm on my computer and I get bored. Because it's during my time and I actually need to record some stuff. Yeah, I've been really dependent on Cookie being on, and he can't get on until Thursday. So, the going around and finding survivors, what I have thought about with this is every town, if there's like a tornado or something, and actually here in Neilsville it goes off every day at noon, you have a giant alarm that goes off. You know, like that big... That would be a very good way to attract people. Because, I mean, let's face it, in the zombie apocalypse, the main thing would be your problem would be solitude. Not having anybody to talk to or anything like that. And after 2 months of being by yourself, it's not going to be about, you know, what does this person have on them, because I mean, you've had 2 months by yourself, and you've had free reign on everything. There's not much that a person could be carrying on them that would be worth taking, that you can't just get by yourself easily without doing anything else. I mean, the only reason to kill somebody in zombie apocalypse is because you're a dick, which is why I liked the fact that Shane died. Spoilers. I really don't care for The Walking Dead anymore. A lot of people complain that it went from being about like zombies and stuff to just like the same old conflicts between people, but really that's what it would come down to. Would be any conflicts that you have with other people or internal conflicts with yourself. There really wouldn't be a this person is evil or anything like that, because you're by yourself. You take whatever help you can get. Right, we'll head to Manitoba. So, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that. First of all, zombie apocalypse, not really a problem, because it's not going to happen. Second, not really much of a big deal. I mean, the only problem would be being by yourself. I mean, if I had even one other person, of course it would depend on who that person is. I mean, if I was stuck with Beth, I'd probably just kill her. And I'm not joking. At all. You think I'm joking? You don't know how much I hate her. Manitoba should be right over here. So anyway, the other thing that I had talked about, I said beta blocker. I'm fairly sure I mentioned this in a different video. I'll go ahead and actually talk about it now. I've had this thing going on for a couple of years now, where just randomly, while not doing anything physical at all, my heart will start racing. It's called SVT. Apparently, I don't know what it stands for, but I know it's not the sniper rifle, because SVT, not SVD, and not STD either. I'll go ahead and eat now. And oh wait, I have liquid up. Oh duh, because I had it up there on purpose. Anyway, basically what it is your heart just races randomly, and all the ways that they had, there's like take a deep breath and blow really hard on your thumb and stuff like that. No, yeah, none of that worked. The only thing that did work was I was laying down and they were like attaching things to me. They were gonna take a I honestly forget what they were going to take. They were gonna see like the rate, and they were gonna have it like written down on a piece of paper. You know, like they have like the lie detector test and it like writes out. Basically going to do that, except they were testing for my heart, and just as she was about to do it, it just returned. Like I was sitting there, like my body was actually moving because of how fast it was beating and how violent it was, and then it just stopped. And the doctor, of course, had no explanation for it. The only thing that she could come up with was she made a joke saying that when they threatened to stick me with the IV, that I just snapped out of it, but that's really not what it was at all. I mean, it just stopped for no reason. Of course, it started for no reason too, so it kind of makes sense. I don't know how he didn't hear me. I don't even have the class where I'm sneaky. And apparently this updated since I last played. I mean, I saw the I saw a video by Paul Suarez that said that it. Well, I didn't see the video. I saw that it was up, and he was talking about the shotgun. So either they added in the shotgun as like a loot drop, or you can still only get it from Zombie Policeman, because that's the only place that I've seen it. That's actually where Blake got the shotgun before. And there's no way to like craft ammo or anything like that as far as I know now, and there definitely wasn't then. She took my hand off the mouse to gesture with it. But so, I now have an appointment on March 9th in Marshfield during a weekday where my mom works. We told them specifically, oh yeah, since they come down every 2 weeks or so, we can just schedule to have whatever it is we need to have here on either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And of course they don't schedule appointments on Saturday and Sunday because it's the weekend. I don't know why they don't. Apparently it's only ER. But I don't know why they wouldn't just have us go in then. Instead they decided to schedule it in a different place so that my mom has to take off work, which she is tired of doing because everybody's been sick. I mean, I had the strep throat with the cobblestone at the back. The cobblestone is actually still there. We don't have an explanation for why it happened. We thought it was because of the mold. It was some allergic reaction or something like that. But it's still there. Still going quite strong. And it's really annoying. Well, I mean, it's not really annoying. It's just annoying the fact that I have to explain to people like, oh yeah, I got cobblestone in the back of my throat. And like, oh, what's that? Blake still does not understand quite what it is. I've already explained it a couple times on my channel, but it's when you get like pustules and red infection lines running throughout, it just looks like cobblestone. You got like the rocks, and then you got the cracks in between. Let's go to the botanist. I like how there's just like a bunch of grocers. I wonder if you'll be able to get grocery pants. Ah, see, this place actually has the stuff on the shelves. Cool. And actually, I don't need any more. I've got so much ammo. Anyway, the practitioner has bandages, I think. Unless they are not spawned. Really? There's a heart rate monitor in the practitioner? I don't know what the hell practitioners do. I'm gonna look that up on dictionary. I look a lot of stuff up on dictionary.com. Like every word that I don't know, I just check it real quick. I'm not sure exactly what it is that practitioners play. Oh no, that's the bank. Where was the... Oh, there's the botanist. That's right there. Right? The laundromat. There's nothing in here yet, which of course means that the spawns are just like the typical old dumb spawns. Is that? Yeah. And apparently there are only carrot seeds. And there are some planters in here. So it's a carrot seed, carrot seed, carrot seed. Okay, let's make way for these. Now, we'll go ahead and drop the military knife just because it does not do as much damage as the axe. Pick up a planter, pick up another planter, pick up a seed. The problem with this, though, is that the seeds, they're not, you can't break down one seed, or one vegetable, and get 2 seeds. If you break down a vegetable, you only get the 1 seed that grew it to begin with, so there's no point in making seeds. I don't know why that wasn't in the game. And the pop-in for some items is also pretty sad at the same time. Like you saw the seeds, I had to get right up on them before it actually... Is that rope? Yes, it is. Good, I can get some more fertilizer. So I have an appointment. I actually have like 4 appointments. Sorry, I repositioned myself and the mouse went weird. So I have like 4 appointments on the same day, just running around the same hospital getting like, I think, like an echocardiogram and stuff like that. I had I have pectus excavatum, which is where it is, there's a slight divot in the chest, and some people have it like really, really bad, where the chest is like completely caved in, and it looks like there is like no lungs or heart or anything possible there. That elevator is broken. And so I had an ultrasound done to see if there was any sort of pressure on my heart or on my lungs or anything like that, and nothing was found along those lines. But that's a really nice house to be in. I could do that house. I could not do that house. I don't do houses. Okay, I'm not weird. It's not like that one movie where the house was alive and it fell in love with like the dad or whatever. This is a nice park. Yeah, I could live in that house, raise some kids, let them play here at the park. Make sure they always keep an axe or a butcher knife on them so they can kill some zombies. This could work. This could work. Yeah, see, all the vehicles, they still have like 20 gas in them because I haven't used any of them. I used the one to get up there. There was the one that was already there. And then I used that one to drive to the campsite. Okay, yeah, they updated it so that the zombies are really, really weak now. I actually kind of enjoyed when there was some sort of danger fighting them. But, of course, realistically, if I had an axe and there were a bunch of zombies, there's no way they would get anywhere near me. And apparently, zombies like to read. Go and reload. Alright, so clip, food, pants. Are these cargo pants? No. Is there actually stuff that spawns inside a library, or is it just like a really chillax place? I mean, a library is very easily defensible. Plus I've got like all these awesome chairs. I don't know, I need to pick a favored place to have my house. Of course, after they add in like after he adds in all of like the furniture and everything to places, some of it will be very nice. You can make everything anti-zombie too. Of course, zombies can crawl through windows now. Yeah, we can go to the airfield. The airport, airfield, doesn't matter. A lot of the zombie games are kind of the same. I mean, Left 4 Dead went a slightly different route with the progressive infection, with how it mutates slightly, and that's not like ridiculous mutation except for in like the tank, but the fact that the characteristics mutate in different zombies at the same time, so like after 2 weeks all of like the parkour people became like hunters and stuff like that. I don't think that was a smart idea. I mean, it makes for a better game, but it doesn't make for a more realistic game, and I like games with a lot of realism in them. Simply because I'm playing a game because it's supposed to be better, but I mean, if it's supposed to be more interesting than real life, and if the game is just like trying to be more than real life rather than something that's slightly more interesting, I mean, like why are there so many 7x scopes in this game? Playing something like the Forest, there's not like the physics in it aren't that great, like in this. But you can kind of feel like you're in it. Like the Bethesda games, those are really great for actually taking on the role of whatever you're playing as. But anyway, I'm on a medication now for the SVT. I've got 2 months of prescription to prevent any more rapid heart rate. And actually, I should probably tell you what ended up happening. I was in woods, standing around, gluing boards together, which, of course, gluing a few 25 by 10 1/4 inch boards is not... Gluing a few boards into a 25 by 10 1/4 inch is not really a physical activity. I was just standing around, I got them glued, and I was like, alright, we're good to go. And then all of a sudden, somebody just dropped the bass right in my chest. And I took my pulse in class, and of course it was going so fast, it was really hard to keep up with it. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite that fast, but it was going really, really fast. And I was trying to get it, and I actually clocked it slower than it was actually going. I got it at 180, but when they actually hooked me up to the machine, it was going at 240. 240 beats per minute. 4 beats per second. That's da-da-da-da-da. That was 5 beats, of course, but what it was like da-da-da-da. I don't know if that was actually longer than a second, but 4 beats per second is ridiculous. I don't actually know how fast a hummingbird's heartbeat. I think I'm going... Yeah, I am going in the right direction. I should actually check that to see how fast it goes. And I tell people, I was like, oh yeah, I was going this portion of how fast a hummingbird... I know I wasn't going as fast as hummingbirds, because that is really, really fast. But I mean, at the same time, it was really going fast. One of the problems that I have with this game is the fact that the gas cans in this, they have durability. And gas cans are the most rare item in this. I mean, I have never found a gas can. Blake's found gas cans. He's given me gas cans. But I have never found a gas can in 3.0. Is that another... Cool, that's another botanist. So the fact that an item that is so rare has almost no durability on it. I mean, I think you can... I used it like 3 times, and it was dipping down into the lower range. So I was not very happy. Especially when I found out that it had durability. I was mad. I mean, we finally found it! We got it! Woohoo! Yeah, it's broken now. Not fun. I want to get tomato seeds in this. Let's drop that. Of course, like I said, they're only carrot seeds. I would love to have tomato seeds. Because tomatoes restore the most amount of water, I think it was. Yeah, restore the most amount of water out of them. Because obviously they're supposed to restore food, but tomatoes have quite a high percentage of water. And actually lettuces don't have as much in this as tomatoes. So then reload this, drop that, pick up that. So I have all the seeds. Oh, still one more. What is worth dropping? Not gonna drop any of that. Oh, no, I didn't even need to use that. I thought I was still down at like 85. I must have healed from eating. Oh well. So I'm fairly sure we're ready to build a base. The only problem that I have with building a base right now is that I don't have a blowtorch, and you need a blowtorch in order to build a locker, which is the only place that you can store stuff now. So rather than get tons and tons of wood, you need to find a torch. And I do believe there is a chance, 2 zombies in a row, wow. There's a chance of it spawning at the train station. It may have at one time or another when I played before, but I have not seen one. I mean, I think I remember picking up a blowtorch at some point in 3.0, although I may have still actually been in the other... I'm not going any farther north than this. Instead, I am going to go ahead and go back to... What was it? It was Ontario. I'm going to head back to Ontario and actually make that house that I looked at, my base. That is the, right now it seems like it's the best place to hold up. Simply because later when this is updated, I'll have all of the loot of the entire city to go through. And there's going to be a lot more loot than there is now. Of course, if you are stupid, you can run yourself over like I usually do. Oh, hey, perfect park job. See that? Ghosted it right in. Perfect. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and get our planters down. Nice thing about this house, though, is that it doesn't have the cobwebs that the other one does. Okay, so I've got this room. This is obviously going to be my room again, like it was before. We can make this our growing room. Plonk. Plonk. And then we'll plant some stuff. And then again, with being right here, I can always just go back to the botanist and get more seeds. And then I think later, when the game is updated more... Did I only have 12? Oh, perfect. Alright then, we'll, no, where's the planter? There's a planter. So, fertilizer, and there we go. So now I have 2 fertilizer. Now all I need is wood. I love how you don't take damage from falling from that height. So later, I'm assuming there'll be like blow torches and saws and stuff that will end up spawning over here. I get lucky in some games, but this is not one of the games that I get really lucky in. Like, even before 3.0, I was looking for generators and stuff, and, like, trying to experience all that was in the game. And Blake found 2 generators in the same building, and I had been through the map 4 or 5 times, the area that he was in, and I had never found one. I didn't even know what they looked like until he shared his screen with me. I saw that there was a stick there, so clearly stuff spawns here. Oh, there's a board, which is one of the items that I needed. Some nails, a metal sheet, which is very nice. We'll craft it into scrap metal. Just because it's more transportable. 3 pieces of scrap metal take up 3 spaces. 1 sheet takes up 4 spaces. So, last time I checked there was nothing that spawned in these. Yep. So there's some stuff that spawns here. I would love a blowtorch. Need a blowtorch and a saw. And then I can make my... Dang it. I can make my house really nice. Because without a saw, I would need to use sticks to make boards. And then I need sticks anyway to still make the barricades. So it basically just be like tons and tons of sticks. Okay, no, not good. I don't think that was... He just dropped a saw! Yeah! Somebody drop a blowtorch, please. Quite often in games I ask for something and then that's exactly what I get. Can't move the car. Whoa! Is there anything in here? Didn't get out. Ah, shoot. No, there we go. Can I... Oh, there's nothing back there. Alright. I'll just Superman fly out of that. Cool. There's just stuff sitting around over here. There's another board. I didn't know that all of this stuff still actually spawned here. I mean, I didn't know that this stuff was actually here at all. If there's stuff in these containers, I'm gonna freak out. Oh no, okay, there isn't. Not quite that updated yet. But I mean, the fact that there's more construction stuff than I had expected is really nice. It's a hammer. You don't actually need a hammer for anything, I don't think. Well, I've got more than enough metal to make a locker if I find a blowtorch. I think I might farm this area for a blowtorch. Because realistically, you're not going to have this entire place under construction and not have a blowtorch anywhere to be found. There's 2 guns here. Alright, that's what I'll do. I'll leave, come back, farm this place once, and if we don't find a blowtorch, I will just end it that way. Actually, something spawned up there. Something spawned up here. What is this? Glue. I don't know what glue is used for. Where is it? It's right here. Super strong, liquidy binding substance. I can make a splint. You don't actually need splints in this. Yeah, see, I need a blowtorch for anything else that I want to do. Once I get a blowtorch, I will be perfect. With the blowtorch, I can repair my items. I can do just about anything. Alright, so we'll go ahead and exit. then go back in. And if there's no blowtorch, I'll just go ahead and end it, and I'll farm for the blowtorch in my time that I'm not recording. That guy dropping a saw was amazing, and finding more stuff was also amazing. So see, stuff actually does spawn on these. Board, but I don't think I pick it up. Nope. Need a blowtorch. Oops. Crap. Alright, bring it on. He dropped pants. Are those cargo pants? Let me see. Nope, corduroy. Nothing spawned in these. Anything in here? Sticks. Oh, it spawned pants here. Oh no, that's where I killed the guy, duh. Alright, then I guess that's that entire place already checked out. So just come over here. Check my car. Is there anything in here? Hello? No, alright, I'll jump out. I kinda like that car. That'll be my car from now on. Hammer and duct tape. This game has made me a lot better at clicking the number keys while having my fingers on WASD. Bricks. Still thought it was funny that Blake thought you could throw bricks. I mean, it makes sense. But that was the first thought that came to his mind, like, throwing skill? What are you supposed to throw? Blake goes, bricks! Throw bricks. That guess might have come from playing too much Mindsy, though. As I said before, we played it a lot. And actually played Mindsy 2, and I have like higher skills than all of my friends. Just because I play it a lot more than they do. Hello, Mr. Car. Can we drive out of here yet? Like pushing it. Whee! It's actually a really good way of getting on top of this container. Just using my car. We can swing by the botanist, I guess. See if it's got more planters or something. I've got just tons and tons of scrap metal. Ooh, maybe one of these guys will drop a gun for me. Nope, you didn't drop anything. You didn't drop anything. Kill the Mountie. Sorry, RCMP. What did you drop? He dropped shotgun shells! He dropped shells! Holy cow, they do! They drop ammo. Okay. Let the farming begin. Oh, more fertilizer. No, any more seeds. Actually, let's drop some of... I don't need this much food. I've got all my carrots that I'll be eating. That'll be like my main supply of food. Partially my main supply of water. I need to get a mouse pad and put it on my floor because I'm actually laying down on my floor when I'm playing now. I'm no longer in the basement, which is very nice. Alright, I'll go ahead and run away from those guys. Anyway, so we didn't find anything else. I don't have a blowtorch, so I can't make a locker And I have a saw, but I can't really drop anything just in case it would despawn. So I can't get rid of all the seeds from my inventory or anything like that. I really just need a blowtorch. Look, I got a space for a blowtorch saved right there. Anyway, I'll leave it there and go find a blowtorch. And we'll be back on a different day. And these things will be grown by then. And I'll have 3 more planters. I'll just have this whole room full of planters. It'll be amazing! It'll be awesome!